A courageous act occurs when someone has done something heroic. It is often defined as not deterred by danger or pain, brave. But there are so many more factors that have to play in an act in order for it to become courageous. For an act to be courageous, it must follow the following criterion. For an act to be courageous, it must be out of your daily routine. It must involve a high level of risk. It must not involve a lot of thought. It must be legal, and it must have intentions of a positive outcome. In the short story, A Gift from a Son Who Died, by Harold Lund, a young 17-year-old boy fights for his life in the battle against leukemia. Eric's fight to stay alive to see another day is by far courageous. After thinking he had just a weird rash leg, Eric's world turned upside down. And soon, his struggle to live was something he was not used to having to do. It was out of his daily routine to go through chemo. Eric's normal routine was being an athlete and running on the soccer field, in his cleats. His routine was no longer training to be an All-American, but to live another day. Eric's decision to go through chemo in order to attempt to free him from the disease was risky. Not knowing how your body will react to chemo and going through remission were risky steps, ultimately leading to a hopeful outcome of a long life. Eric decided to fight against leukemia because he knew, in the end, it would have a possible positive outcome. Eric was aware he could die in the end or live, but he knew that the risk was worth it. What Eric did not do is find out he had leukemia and call it quits. He could have just said, "I'm done, let me die," but he did not, and that's what makes him so courageous. Eric did not think twice as soon as he found out he had leukemia. He fought till the day he died. It did not require a lot of thought. He knew what he had to do. "Please save me. Don't let me die." I couldn't save him, but I could show him my own best courage. I learned to hide my concern, my tenderness, and I saw he was strengthened by my calm. This quote shows how Eric was nervous. It was not an easy 4 years, especially with an unknown outcome. His mom did whatever she could to calm his fears and nerves. Eric knows that fighting for his life was not a stupid decision. Going through something so drastic and staying so positive during the long 4 years of pain, Eric refused to give up. He was a fighter. He died a courageous man.